Hey, Cooking Hot Roofer here. So we're gonna do some rainbow trout. Just caught them. Probably what, 5 o'clock. No more than 2 hours old. So it's fresh rainbow. So I'm just starting the fire and two little guys and a big guy. So three rainbows. And I'll come back. So remember from my previous video, the rosemary and the curry plant that I showed you? Well, I'm going to slice this up and I'm going to put it right into the fish. I'll come back when I start doing that. And so here I am cutting up my rosemary and stuff. Tried to cut it in half. Didn't really work that well. So what I'm going to do is save the bigger pieces for the bigger fish, right? But I did crush on the stem, same as the curry plant. So I got my spice here. It's all to taste. So it's garlic, salt, onion salt, some pepper, a little bit of regular salt, whatever that you really want in a fish. So we're gonna take the first one here. Just kind of move this over. Yep, freshly caught today. Grab a little bit of this stuff and just sprinkle it right inside. Put it right on the backbone. You want to take your piece of rosemary, slide that right in there. Piece of curry, slide that right in there. Even add a couple more needles if you want to. Dogs are wanting in. So kind of just distributed it a little bit. So that's the one. Now I'm going to bring the little guys out. And they are little, but they are about 9 inches, 9.5 inches. Yeah, see? Ooh, tiny. So again, same thing. You just want, oh, my dog's want in again. Big surprise. Just a little bit of flavoring on there. Piece of rosemary. Clearly I'm going to have some rosemary left over and some curry. So slide that one on there. And last but not least, and I did catch these today. Limit is 5 where I'm from, but I was just too tired. I was in a belly boat. It's an inner tube with a seat, fly fishing, and wind picked up, and your legs tend to get a little bit tired. So again, like that. Throw in a piece of rosemary. Throw in your curry. This one's going to be heavy curry, I guess. And let that sit for a little bit. And hope the cat doesn't grab it. Maybe I'll just put it in the oven for now until my fire burns down. And then I'll put it on my grill. And I'll show you some more when I get there. Another thing I did was just for myself. I did sprinkle some of my seasoning right on top of one side of the fish. And so I'll show you. See, just on one side. And yeah, so if you want to do both sides, that's up to you. It's just a personal preference. So, and I'll come back, okay? So I got my fish here. I just put them on. I had to watch from my dogs. And so, yeah, it's kind of, there we go. Hey, how's it going? So I just threw my fish on. My phone's ready to go now. So you can see them there. And they're just baking away there. The same as my potatoes. I did throw my potatoes in the nuker for a couple minutes. And I forked them so they don't explode. For as much as to say I don't like using the microwave, I seem to be using it a lot, don't I? So I'm just rotating the potatoes a bit for the heat. But yeah, there's my fish. And that's okay if the skin burns. If it burns off, it's fine. It's not going to hurt it any. In fact, this grill itself will probably end up ripping off some of the skin as well, and unfortunately some of the flavoring. But it's just the way it goes, right? Just flipping it over, checking it out. So yeah, and when that's done, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. So here we go. Here's our rainbows. I'm just gonna peel this one off. Yeah, I lost some of the skin, but that's okay. Take off the head. Just gonna crack the neck on it. Throw that in the garbage. Or if you're into saving it for the garden for next year, you can do that. Open her up. Take out the innards. All the seasoning still sitting in there. So I'm going to peel this apart, and that's what you can do with your trout. I was going to say salmon. I'm used to that too. But yeah, there's another cooking show from Cooking Hot Roofer. Enjoy your fish.